Hello Scorpio, how are you today? I'm Priestess May from priestessmay.com and I am here to give you your June 2019 message. Yes, we are outside and yes, there are going to be some birds in this video. So just don't forget to turn up your volume as high as possible so you can hear me. So Scorpio, I am going to be doing 3 cards for you from the After Tarot, one of my favorite tarot decks, and the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. If you have seen me before, you know that this is not my usual setup, but I was doing the reading for Taurus outside, so I decided I was going to do the reading for everybody outside, as it did really feel like a good energy to do so. I am still visiting family, so I am in upstate New York right now, and this is my mom's garden, so I wanted to share it with you guys. So let me go ahead and get started. So Scorpio, when I was meditating on your energy before your reading, I felt like you were a little over it right now, and kind of keeping to yourself. At least for those of you whose message this is, who this message is for. I'm getting that you're kind of over it and you're just like, whatever, just leave me alone, okay? Just leave me alone, let me live. Let me live. So let's go ahead and see what your guides are saying is coming for June 2019 and what their advice is regarding the situation. Let's go ahead and get started. I don't know, I feel like I need to shuffle these just one more time. All right, so Scorpio, you have the Tower, the 7 of Cups, and the King of Swords. The bottom of the deck is the Star. All right, Scorpio, so this is telling me exactly what I already kind of felt that you needed, okay? As a spiritual healer, when I sense this particular energy from a particular sign, I feel like there's a certain remedy that your guides are already going to suggest. So let's go ahead and talk and see what the tarot has to bring us. The Tower. So what's happening here? The Tower is telling me that there are some things that are breaking apart in your life right now. But the Tower to me is not a negative card. It is something that it's breaking apart because it has to break apart in order for you to succeed in life. So this feels very relationship related. It maybe some of you are losing your job, but it does very much feel relationship related. It feels like there is something that relationship and spiritual path related. So the universe is making some changes for you, maybe some changes that you didn't really realize you needed, but as they're happening, you're kind of maybe like freaking out and you're just like, everything is going wrong, I'm just gonna stop, and I'm just gonna stop and go into hermit mode. But this tells me that there is something being broken down for you, and it's because your guides, your spirit guides, are working right now to build a better foundation for you to have that relationship on, to have that spiritual journey on, to have that job or that career on. Because I feel that whatever it was you were doing before, Scorpio, wasn't really what you wanted to do. It was really what everyone else told you you should do, or it was a relationship that you felt stuck in, and like you had to stay there, or it was a career that you felt like you had to stay there. But the universe is like, well, if you're not going to make any changes, I'm going to make them for you, okay? This 7 of Cups coming up here telling me that there are way too many distractions in your life right now. There are a lot of distractions happening here. You are putting your thoughts in way too many cups. You're attaching your emotions to way too many outcomes. So maybe a little bit of focus is necessary right now for you. Rather than just cutting everybody off and cutting everything off, now is the time to really focus on a specific situation. The King of Swords is coming up here, which tells me it is something that may have to do with healing or technology, if it is career related. But it also could have something to do with being a spirit, a medium, or following a spiritual path that you're particularly connected to. Now, as a Scorpios, we usually are very spiritual, because we are very fascinated by the occult sciences and by just planetary movement. So maybe this is also pushing you towards studying and appreciating your ancestry and your ancestors, okay? But the King of Swords can also be a person. So this King of Swords could be a Gemini, Libra, or what am I blanking? Aquarius. So this Scorpio is someone that could really be coming back into your life and maybe making you feel a little distracted, a little confused. I always pay attention to what's happening in the reading, and as I'm receiving the message, I'm feeling like I'm trying to figure out what the guides are trying to say, and that's kind of the energy that you have right now. It's like, what is it that I'm supposed to do? What is it that I'm supposed to do? Whereas other readings are very fluid, your reading seems to be like, I'm trying to grasp the concepts that your guides are saying or are describing, and that tells me a lot about how you're feeling right now, because I am an empath, so I do absorb that energy as I'm doing the readings, and that's the energy that projects in the readings, because I do feel that you need a lot of clarity right now. So what does that tell me? That also tells me that along with focus, you may need to be near water right now. You may need to be near water. A spiritual bath can be very beneficial for you. As you can see, she's right there bathing. Now this is usually related to the symbol of Aquarius. So in order to receive all of those things, the star is all about wishes granted. So good things are coming for you, but you may need to do some spiritual cleansing to get there. You may need to do some manifestation work. Spiritual baths can be very, very, very helpful, because it does feel like there is a situation right now that is a little bit out of your control in your life. So I would definitely suggest getting near water and assisting yourself with that, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and see what your spirit animal is for this month. What spirit animal could assist you most in the situation you're dealing with this month, in feeling like you are regaining control of your own destiny? Let's go ahead and take a look here. Yes, so Swan Spirit is coming up for you, talking about it's time for a deep dive. Exactly what I was saying. You need time around the water, but you also need time to dive deep. To look deeper in yourself and see what speaks to your spirit, what resonates with your spirit. And that's what the Swan Spirit is all about. The number 6 is here, which tells me that you will be victorious, and maybe not everyone will be happy for you, but that doesn't matter, because you have been chosen. Whether it's this career, whether it's a spiritual journey, or a relationship with this air sign, you have been chosen. You have to stop feeling like you have to compete for some reason with other people, and feel proud of who you are in yourself. Now, not a pride that comes from ego, but rather a pride that comes from the humility of knowing that you are taken care of and that you have what's yours and no one can take it from you. So the swan is very majestic. It's very it's mystical in its own way, because it just kind of like goes with the flow. It dives deep when it needs to dive deep, and it shows its crown when it needs to. So this also makes me feel like there are some Scorpios that will be marrying a air sign very soon. So hopefully that helped you today, Scorpio. If you need to book a deeper reading with me, you can do so on priestessmay.com. The readings are general, so they are not going to apply to everyone, but if you received this message and it resonated with you, then it was for you. Many blessings, and I hope you enjoy your June. See you next month. Bye-bye.